Hello, hello. Welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet. Of all the games I could be playing right now. Don't worry, Pokemon X will come out tomorrow, I promise. I just wanted to make a little video, just kind of showcasing what I've done with this game. Because I've done a little bit, not a whole bunch. I mean, last time I played and recorded a video, I think I had just gotten the first badge, and now here I am with a bunch of level 100s. What happened? Well, as you can see in the upper right hand corner, online mode, I actually finally got my Switch to finally function with the Elgato. Had to go through a Reddit post and took like 3 months for a driver update, and it's been hell, but I got everything to work. And I've actually played through this entire game on live stream. I really should add those to like a playlist or something. I think I have a playlist for Scarlet. I should just put those in there and link it down in the description. Hey, I'll do that. Link in the description. The reason why I'm doing this, making a video, is because I kind of want to showcase what I've been working on off stream, because there's a little bit I haven't really showcased. So this is my battle team. These guys, hyper trained, all IV trained, everything proper, all the good stuff. I've also got them maxed out. I went through the effort of EV training and IV training Pokemon that I wanted to pretty much set up as a team. Well, the ones that I had that I thought I would be able to do decent with. And I've been kind of testing them out in casual battles. I've been kind of holding off to do ranked battles, just waiting for a season where Pokemon Home was going to be updated so we can get the meta changed, pretty much. Kind of let that settle for a second. And here we are. It's July. Season 8 just started. I kind of want to do some ranked battles. Season 8 is underway. It goes until July 31st. In terms of eligible Pokemon, there's a few. All the Pokemon that pretty much you can transfer up to Gen 9 from earlier gens, except for like the, super crazy legendaries. I think you can use Groudon. You cannot use Groudon. Okay. So no legendaries, but I guess the mythical Pokemon count. I'm not sure if the Pokemon of Ruin or mythical. I'm not really sure what counts as mythical anymore. I feel like they changed every generation. They changed what counts as mythical and what's not. But yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that you can be using now. I still am using Pokemon that were available before the Pokemon Home update. I guess Cinderace was technically available with an event. Anyway, I kind of want to show off some casual battles really quick. And then next video, I'll do some ranked battles. I also want to do some of these on stream, so if you happen to subscribe, you might be notified for those. YouTube kind of sucks with notifications, but I do try to post a scheduled notification at least 3 hours in advance. For these, I kind of tend to be 50-50. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, so I'm actually open to any and all suggestions in comments on how I can pretty much improve my team, because surely I can improve this in several different ways. I mean, Excalibur has duplicate types with 2 other Pokemon. That's one of the first ones I kind of want to replace. Goldango, it's decent, but for the most part, it's just there to have a nasty plot and Shadow Ball. I actually changed it up a little bit. I actually changed it up so it's a rock type Terra type with Power Gem. Because I found having a rock type attack is something I was kind of lacking. I'm also kind of lacking a ground type attack, and I don't have anything to counter electric types. The whole purpose of this video is just to kind of show a few battles. Kind of showing how I tend to use the team. And this video, I kind of actually do really want comments what you guys think I should do with this team, if I should improve it in any way, how you guys would use this. I tend to almost always start with Drachma, And I tend to almost always have Spicy Buneri or Chien-pao on my team. Sometimes both. And I think I actually want both. While I kind of want to go over what I do with these Pokemon individually, I kind of want to show a battle first, and then I'll go over the Pokemon, and then I'll show a couple battles. I am Choice Banded, and I'm also max speed, and as high attack as I can go. I tend to just Dragon Darts, for the most part. You actually survive. I probably die. Absolutely. Chien-pao has Ice Shard, which is priority, and I think that just knocks it out. Also Sword of Ruin, which is just bonus, whatever. You have extreme speed, okay. So Tinkaton's probably gonna go for a steel type move. I kind of want to Terastallize. I Terastallize into electric. Probably my best bet. I don't think I survive anyway, but whatever. Kind of why I'm going for casual battles right now. I don't really care if I win or lose. For the most part, I'm using these battles to test strategies myself, as well as see what other people are doing. Seeing the meta myself. That actually did kind of a decent amount of damage. And Thunder Wave. Okay, I Terastallized smart, I guess. I didn't exactly intend for that, but alright. I'll take it, I guess. And Excalibur. Okay, you probably do have Ice Shard, which will do actually a lot of damage. Or I'm just gonna go for Sacred Sword, and okay. I do still have Ice Shard. That's fair. I survived, okay. So apparently I won. And kind of go over every Pokemon. So Dragapult, it's got Choice Band. It's also Jolly, so it's max speed. 421 is the highest speed that you can get. It's also, I think, the highest Pokemon before the home update that you can actually get. I think Regieleki is faster. Obviously, I think it's actually the fastest Pokemon, like 200 something speed. It's ridiculous. Then again, as high as attack as I can go. Will-O-Wisp, just because it's decent to burn something that you know you're not really going to deal hardly any damage against, and then just Will-O-Wisp and switch out. I've actually had to use that a couple times, and it's come in quite handy, so I haven't quite got rid of that. I'm still open for any suggestion for that. U-turn is actually quite useful, because, you know, if you're Choice Banded, you just deal extra damage, and then you switch out, so you're not Choice Banded anymore. Phantom Force, Stab, Dragon Dart, Stab, and Terra. That is a Ditto. This thing, Flutter Mane, too spooky for me. Holding Booster Energy, so it boosts the highest stat I have, which this one is Timid. 405, I think, is the highest that you can get for this Pokemon. And Special Attack, again, as high as you can go. Terra-type Fairy. For the extra power from Moonblast, which that's actually coming quite handy as well. I'm thinking actually of changing over to a either fire or electric type for that one. I'm not entirely sure. Shadow Ball is Stab, and then Mystical Fire is just nice because also lower special attack. I've actually trolled quite a few times, but that's quite useful. Pokemon I tend to just set up special attack, and then I just tend to drop their special attack, and then they just get mad and quit. I've done that before. That's fun. And Thunderbolt, because I was severely lacking special electric moves. I only have Terra Blast Electric, which is physical on this one. Excalibur, I got Icicle Sphere, Glaive Rush, Dragon Dance, and Crunch. This one, okay, you are actually maxed out. I decided to go for max speed on this one, I'm not entirely sure why. And I have this thing's Terra type as dark, which I realize is actually terrible because there's no defense in that almost whatsoever. I mean, I'm weak to fairy, which, I mean, if I try to Terra, I'm still weak. I'm still weak if they're going for a fighting move. I need to switch this to anything at this point. I just went for the extra power behind Crunch, but that's not really that useful. I've already showcased chien-pao, and I like this Pokemon. It's very, very handy. When for Adamant, most things I see are recommending that this goes for max speed. I go for max attack on this one, and it actually keeps its speed pretty tied up with its attack, interestingly enough. But this actually means I'm dealing a little bit more damage if I just go for Eye Shard. I don't have the speed that I need. This one has a little bit of a backstory. You can see the little symbol there underneath the Assault Vest description. Oh yeah, it's holding Assault Vest, by the way. It's from Pokemon Sword. You can see that one's got the little spiky thing. That means it's from Pokemon Scarlet or Violet. That's from Pokemon Sword. I actually purchased Pokemon Sword for the Switch. Just because I didn't want the event Cinderace. I wanted to have this Cinderace. Just the starter Pokemon. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Yep, transferred from the Galar region. It doesn't have the original trainer information. Oh, it does. Original trainer still says Ace. But it's not my same ID. I still named my character the same in Pokemon Sword. Hey, you can see Pokemon Sword just chilling. This is one of my favorite Pokemon to use because I've always had this idea. Once they kind of announced the idea of Terra typing, changing your type mid-battle, I thought, what if you had a fire starter? Because fire is weak to rock and ground. That could just change into water type. And this has become my favorite troll Pokemon to use, and it works almost every single time. People always fall for it. They tried to go for something that's going to be, you know, either neutral or super effective against my fire typing, and that changed into water and end up knocking them out almost every time with Terra Blast. So much fun. But it also has Libero, so this is a Pokemon that has options. I can either be a Steel type by just using Iron Head. I can stay fire type by using Power Ball. I can change into normal type by not Terastallizing and using Terra Blast, but it will be special because I'm not Terra'd. That is a little known thing about Terra Blast, is you don't actually get to. You can see there it's special. Inflicts damage using the attack or special attack stat, whichever is higher for the user, but only if you are Terastallized. I can become Bug type if I want to, but I also switch out. But I can switch my type to whatever type I want here in this list, and then I can just override that immediately with water. It's super useful. I have so many options every time I send this Pokemon out, and I almost always able to knock out at least a Pokemon and a half every time Cinderace goes out. And I kind of showed off a little bit of Goldango, Terastallizing into Rock, Power Gem. It is modest. I believe it's also max speed. That hasn't really proven to be super useful. I haven't noticed it really. Shadow Ball is just useful because it's stab, make it rain, also stab. Nasty Plot. I don't really have much for this. It's just, I think I've used it maybe twice. Yeah, I don't mind switching that one out for anything else. But I also have footage of other battles I've done, just testing out different strategies, as I said. And I kind of want to show those as well. Not just wins either. I also want to show some losses, because again, I just learned so much. This is actually a lot of fun. The only fun that you can really have with Pokemon Scarlet nowadays is just playing these casual battles. But I'm going to show some of those battles, and I'll be with you guys here shortly.